Since 2012, some local government areas in Kogi State, including Lokoja, Kogi Koto, Ajaokuta, Ofu, Igalamela Odolu, Basa, Ida, Ibaji, and Omala local governments are among the most affected by flood, particularly those along the Niger and Benin Rivers banks. The devastating effect of flood in 2022 and 2024 are still clear for all to see in Adankolo and Gadumo. The flood had sacked thousands of people living in communities around Lokoja with their properties worth millions of naira swept away. Yusuf Abdullahi, a retired civil servant, and his neighbors, whose houses were flooded, are still counting their losses. Their fates are in the balance, following the expected flood this year, as predicted by NIMET.
Start of last year, in fact, my house was boggled. Some of my properties were removed. And by the time we came back, of course, we have to start replacing them because we have no other place to go.
About the flood, we lost our grandfather here last year. We don't have anywhere to go to. The government should please to help us so that we not lost anybody here again.
We are now preparing for the flood of this year again. We have never even have any relief of any type.
While the affected victims express willingness to relocate permanently from their flood-prone houses, they are looking up to the government to possibly avert the flood through infrastructural development or provide alternative housing. Experts attribute the flooding to inadequate planning like construction of dams and effective drainage systems.
We need an additional dam in this country so that people will be safe again. This issue of flood has become a thing of every year.
Sadly, despite the constant threats to lives and properties, very little have been done by the government to mitigate the danger.
We are not learning our lessons on a yearly basis. We are not putting enough machinery in place to be able to contain this flooding.
We need to begin to discuss with our communities and our governments, both at the state and subnational and at the local government level, to begin to look for how to sustainably work on the issue around the flooding, how the impact it has on our people.
An excuse often for the lack of intervention is poor funding, but this is denied by the Executive Secretary, Kogi State Emergency Management Agency, Atima Mukhtar.
Disaster management involves big money, which Kogi State government are they are trying to show that they are a responsive government, and at any point in time they make sure we spend where there is need for us to spend money, we spend the money.
Arise News made several efforts to speak to the Kogi State Commissioner for Environment and Ecological Management, Joseph Oluwasegun, but he declined responding to our correspondent on what the government is doing to mitigate this year's predicted flood ahead of time. As the rainy season approaches, residents are beginning to lose hope that any intervention will be done to mitigate the disaster and have resigned to fate to whatever comes from Mother Nature. Frederick Odemayo, Arise News.